You're the one people rely on, the one who moves fast, thinks faster, and gets things done before others even begin. But the moment everything stops, no deadlines, no urgency, no noise, you feel something unsettling. A quiet panic, an invisible pressure, as if doing nothing is slowly erasing who you are. You don't rest, you hover, suspended between exhaustion and guilt, unable to fully stop, yet too drained to continue. And in that stillness, you don't feel peace. You feel like you're falling behind. Society has a word for this discomfort. It calls you lazy, undisciplined, addicted to productivity. It tells you that if you can't relax, something is wrong with you. That your inability to just switch off is a flaw in your character. So you internalize it. You begin to believe that your restlessness is weakness, instead of asking why your mind resists stillness in the first place. But what if this isn't dysfunction? What if your inability to do nothing is actually a sign of a highly adaptive system? High performers don't just chase results. They're wired to anticipate, optimize, and respond. Your brain isn't broken. It's calibrated for movement. Stillness doesn't feel natural because, for you, momentum equals safety. Here's what's happening beneath the surface. Your brain operates on what psychologists call a dopamine prediction loop. It's not just about reward. It's about anticipation. Each task, each goal, each win trains your brain to expect stimulation. When that stimulation disappears, your system doesn't relax. It destabilizes. You're not craving work. You're craving the chemical certainty of progress. Imagine a high-performance engine designed to run at 200 kilometers per hour, forced to idle in a parking lot. It doesn't feel calm. It overheats, vibrates, consumes energy without direction. That's you in stillness. Not broken, misapplied. In older systems, stability was survival. Predictability was rewarded. But the modern world? It thrives on speed, adaptation, and iteration. Your restless mind, the one that struggles to stop, is the same mind that spots opportunities, pivots quickly, and builds momentum in uncertain environments. What once looked like instability is now strategic advantage. So instead of forcing yourself to do nothing, you redefine what nothing means. Enter the controlled stillness protocol. You don't stop completely, you downshift intentionally. Replace total inactivity with low-stimulation actions. Walking without your phone, journaling without a goal, thinking without input. You give your mind motion without pressure. It's not rest versus work. It's calibrated recovery. There was someone who lived exactly like this, always moving, always achieving, yet constantly exhausted. They tried to just relax and failed every time, until they stopped fighting their nature. They began taking slow walks, not to exercise, but to think. They replaced forced breaks with intentional drift, and over time, something shifted. Not just peace, but clarity. Direction didn't come from stopping. It came from moving differently. So maybe the goal was never to become someone who can do nothing. Maybe the goal is to understand why you can't, and use it. You are not lazy, not broken, not behind. You are built for momentum. And once you learn how to guide it, stillness stops being a threat. It becomes a tool. If this resonated with you, drop a comment where you're watching from. Leave an emoji that captures how this felt. And if you want more deep psychological insights like this, subscribe.